not just sloganeering. And they're not, and I have a lot of Republican friends. I'm telling you what they're saying in Washington. Here's a dirty little secret. They're like, we're running on inflation and crime and borders. We're going to govern on investigating Hunter Biden, tormenting Anthony Fauci, and impeaching Joe Biden. Well, there are not very many people getting in line to vote this morning for those three things. A lot of good people on both sides care about inflation and crime and border and choice. But nobody out there is saying, gee, I really hope my country ties itself in knots over Hunter Biden and Anthony Fauci and impeaching Biden.
So you're blaming that on Republicans, but I mean, shouldn't Democrats have a stronger messaging?
Absolutely, 100%.
When you have Jim Jordan talking about investigating the FBI, when you have, the list of investigations, they are chomping at the bit to go after Hunter Biden. I just don't think the American people are going to stand for that, because what it's going to reveal is something that I think we know, which is for them, it's going to be about power and ideology, not about delivering for the American people. And I do think that's going to have a clapback.
Well, hey, listen, I think that there was a moment where it felt like, hey, maybe we could talk about abortion and democracy. Turns out that was fool's gold. When people are sitting on a white-hot stove of economic pain.
You look at polls, you think about the fact that Joe Biden's approval ratings are so low. There's so much enthusiasm for seeing a new nominee. And yet every time we look at the headlines, we're debating whether Joe Biden is coming back to face off against Donald Trump. Why is that? Why is it that he is our only option, despite everything that we've seen? Concerns about his age, concerns about whether he's actually able to be that bipartisan leader and get things done. So I do worry about what's next.
He says, I'll read it to you. He says, to independent-minded voters, shared power curbs the worst excesses of both parties. Therefore, I recommend voting for a Republican Congress, given that the presidency is Democratic. And he goes on to say the independent voters are the ones who actually decide who is in charge. This comes after another chaotic weekend over at the social media giant. Elon Musk has been tweeting quite a bit and setting policy. They delayed the blue checkmark project that he wants to roll out, where you can pay $8 to get that blue checkmark. He has permanently suspended Kathy Griffin, who was impersonating him on the platform, using her blue checkmark to impersonate his account.